Let's go ahead and get started here. Again, this is Monday, first day of the week. I usually want to come on and share some thoughts and some ideas about certain things I'm reading or maybe learning or things that I've applied. Today, as most of you know, I have this thing I do where if I am moving, I'm listening. If I'm sitting, I'm reading. That's what it is. If I'm driving, I'm also listening, right? So it's my way of keeping my mind fresh and alert and really always learning new things, expanding my horizon and my understanding of life principles and other things out there that I can use not only to better myself, but maybe to share with those of you watching, and maybe something will come through and maybe resonate with you, and perhaps you can use that in your day-to-day life. And so that's why I started this series, to share these thoughts and ideas with you. So today I really want to talk about getting an alignment. And you know, a lot of the times, those of us who own cars, we go out, and when we get to the car service department, they would usually say, "Hey, you need a wheel alignment today." And usually we don't think about that, but as we go through, if you let that wheel alignment degrade over time, that might cause you to get into an accident, and God forbid somebody may get hurt really bad or may even die. But what I'm going to talk about, although it may not be so serious to begin with, but eventually what tends to happen is you tend to die intellectually, spiritually, or in different ways. So I'm talking about getting in alignment today, and getting in alignment in terms of what you believe, what you say, and what you do. Because most of us on a day-to-day basis, we experience some level of frustration, and that level of frustration is coming from our misalignment with the beliefs that we hold and the things that we say we want, and the actions that we actually take. And I really want to share some thoughts on these three things for you, and perhaps give you a different perspective, a new level of awareness that will allow you to get in alignment with these three things, right? Most of us, we are born into this world just like a formatted drive with not so much of, no judgment, no idea as to what to expect. But as we grow up, we learn things, we develop a model of learning, and we start really understanding how the world around us works. And that becomes our reality. And that reality creates a system of belief that we live by, and that essentially define the way we think, the things that we do. And most of us go through life not even thinking about this, but our early years, early formative years, has a lot to do with how we think, how we see life, our outlook really on life. Whether you have a positive outlook on life or a negative outlook on life. Thanks for joining some of the other folks I see watching. Joel, Dodge, Don, thanks for watching. Scott, thanks for coming on. Yeah, and most of us go through life not even thinking about where we inherit our belief system from. Right? Most of us grow up, and over time, based on experience and things that we've gone through, we sort of come up with this level of belief system, with this system that impacts everything we say, everything we do, and our reaction to the things that happens to us. And just like a child, right? When they're young, their parents tell them, "Do not talk to strangers," right? And while that may be true for them as they were a young boy or a young girl, as they go up, but that belief system may not be helping them at the moment or as they, as an adult. It's just many of the things, what I'm saying here is many of the things that or beliefs that we hold may need to be evaluated, because some of the things that we've learned do not support the things that we want in life, right? Some of the belief system that we've developed doesn't really support the things that we know we say we want in life, right? Again, I say this all the time, you don't know what you want until you know what to want. Now, after we've identified what to want, then it's a matter of aligning the beliefs that we hold, the deep-seated belief that we have, and the words that we speak. Again, remember, these are very powerful pillars in the makeup of our life, right? The belief system that we have, the words that we speak, and the actions that we take. Now, our beliefs impacts and influence what we say and do and what we think. Now, if we're not careful, we might let things that we learn at a young age, or maybe a bad experience that we have, determine our attitude towards certain things. Like, for instance, a lot of people say money is the root of all evil. Now, depending on how you were raised and the society or the people around you, you may tend to believe that's true, right? Money is the root of all evil. Actually, that is not the case, right? The love of money is the root of all evil. Now, money is simply a tool. It's how we see, how we interact, and how we use it that makes it evil. Now, again, I'm saying all of this to say that our belief system, right, if it's not in alignment with what we want in life, is essentially not going to serve us and help us get to our goals, our purpose in life, and what we really need. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the things that we say. Sometimes I myself find myself saying things that really does not align with the things that I want in life, and really things that maybe, and again, when you start thinking about it, right, you are your worst critic, and when you speak, you hear yourself through your inner ear. And the things that you say to yourself is a lot more powerful than the things that people say to you. Now, somebody may plant a seed by saying something to you, but you repeating these things to yourself define a new image for you and could actually deter you from taking action and doing certain things that you want to do in life. And so I'm encouraging you to really watch out for the things that we say. I mean, the good book, right? For those of you who knows that I'm a Christian, so the Bible is what I use as a guiding compass, right? It says that life and death is in the power of the tongue, right? And what you say also reveal your beliefs. And so you hang around with somebody long enough, you'll start picking up on things that they say that tells you what their belief system is. And their belief system is really what impacts the next thing I want to talk to you about. Is the action, right? You have belief, your words, your actions, which then turns into your result. But your action then is the next thing that you need to start thinking about, right? Is your belief, your words, and your actions, are they matching? Are they in alignment? If you're saying one thing, but you say you believe something else, and your action is contrary to anything that you say you believe, because your belief could be something completely different than what you say. And sometimes we fool ourselves saying this is what I believe. As a matter of fact, as I was listening to this book today, the book is called Start With Why. It's a book written by Simon Sinek. It's one of the audiobook that I purchased recently. I have the hard copy version actually right behind me here, if I could find it for you. but that's fine. I'll find it another time. But what he was talking about is when people say they fall in love, they can't really figure out why they fall in love, and so they try to logically explain it. But if you go deep down, you know that's not the reason. Like people say, so and so complete me. What does that really mean? Or people say, so and so is smart and intelligent. Is that really why you fell in love with the person? Maybe that you like that about them, but there's probably more to it. But again, it goes deeper than that. But anyway, so let's talk about action, right? You say you believe something. Are your words matching the things that you say you believe? The next step is, are your action matching up to your words? Because again, as I started, I said this, the frustration that you feel right now is really the gap between the things you say you believe and the things that you say you want for yourself and the actions that you take. Now, a lot of things that we say, we believe, sometimes we have this voice of doubt that really is coming from a deep-seated belief, something, a learning model, something that we picked up throughout our lives in the past that negates the things that we say we want. And for many of us, if we are not careful, this is going to deter us from getting the things that we say that we want out of life. So I'm encouraging you today to really take some time to truly understand the things that you believe. And watch yourself. Are you saying things that actually match up with that? An example of saying things like when somebody gives you a compliment and you immediately you start going to say, well, I'm not that good. Well, it really wasn't that or this. One of my mentors said, how about we say thank you for noticing, acknowledging the things that whoever saw it in us started to compliment us for, acknowledge it and receive it, because we are our worst critic, as I said, right? So we need to start believing the things that people say about us that are positive, and rejecting the ones that are negative. And if you have to make some changes, you can. But my point here is the things you say when somebody gives you a compliment, or when somebody say, well, I'm just. When you say I'm just, you're essentially minimizing that which you are. And so I'm encouraging you to watch these kind of things. Or maybe saying, the I can'ts of your life, right? Removing the I can'ts of your life. I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't this, I can't that. Again, my goal is to help you stretch your awareness and bring you to a new level of possibility. Now, if you can match your action, you're having the discipline to give yourself in order and actually following through with it in your action, you have these three things in alignment, I can guarantee you will experience success that most people cannot or have not experienced in life. So really, my goal and my words of encouragement for you today is examine your beliefs and see if they are truly in alignment with what you know or say that you truly want. And if they're not, maybe you need to make some adjustments. And if they are, you should then start speaking those things into existence. And again, as I said, the good book talks about this a lot. As a matter of fact, when God was creating the universe, He spoke everything into existence. And as mini gods, I know some of you may get upset for me saying that, but we are, right? We were made in His image. So what are we? Mini gods. We are supposed to create with our words as well. And so why don't we step into our own power of creativity and start creating by speaking the things that we want, and then start taking the action or taking steps that takes you closer to that goal. Because in the end, that's the only way you're going to make it. So I'm encouraging you, examine your beliefs, and if they're not serving you right now, maybe you need to start adopting a new belief. On my blog, leadingwithintent.com, it's a post I wrote a long time ago about how to create a new belief. Maybe you might want to go there and search for it. If not, reach out to me, and maybe one of these upcoming Mondays I'll share lessons on how you create a new belief. Right? Start getting your belief in alignment with the things that you say, and then start taking action that matches up with what you say you want. I mean, the results, it's just a byproduct of that. Right? Most of us, we say we want the result, but we're really not aligning those three things, because without that alignment, you can forget it. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen to me. It's not going to happen to you. Whatever you say you want, it's just going to be a frustration for you, a regret that you may have in life. And I do not want you to have these kind of regrets of things that you could have done but didn't, because you couldn't get your beliefs and your words and your action to match, and having the discipline to follow through with on these things consistently. So anyway, my friends, thanks for joining. It's been a pleasure sharing some thoughts with you today. Again, I'm testing some new technology here in trying to go live and share messages on different platforms all at the same time. I'm hoping it came through correctly and the audio is great, the image is of high quality. If not, of course, I'm still experimenting. And guess what? What's life anyway, right? It's experiment, learn, and retry. Experiment, learn, and retry. That's what I'm doing. So again, thanks for joining, everyone. I truly appreciate your support. I see my friends joining me here. I appreciate that. If you want to type up where you're watching me from, I'd appreciate that. So I know some of you, I know you're local. Some of you, I'm not sure where you're watching from. So again, thanks for watching. Tune in again next week, Monday. On 8:30, that's when I start the live videos. And my goal again is to help raise your awareness and help you start thinking from a different wavelength, right? Start tapping into a different frequency that will help you get what you want out of life. So thank you everybody for joining. Thank you, my friend, Pastor Enoch Foster. Thank you for joining and commenting. I truly appreciate that. And Ken Bowers, thanks for joining. Frankie, thanks. Oh gosh, yes, I truly appreciate your support, everybody. Again, until next time, have a wonderful night. And reach out to me if you have questions and comment, and feel free to share this video with anyone that you think might benefit from it. Take care, everybody. Stay blessed.